It's time for 24/7 Kevin Basketball TV. Let's welcome Urbana University Hall of Famer Kevin Cook.
Hello and welcome. You've landed on 24/7 Kevin BBTV. And today we're going to have a ball talking basketball. I was fortunate to be part of the WNBA for the first 10 years. And after the 8th year, the bloom kind of came off the rose. But I think FanDuel is going to give a big boost to the already longest running women's professional basketball league in the United States history. In 1997, the WNBA proclaimed, "We got next." And fast forward 20 seasons, and now FanDuel has next as we watch the women of the WNBA work. FanDuel became a partner just this year with the WNBA, who along with New York Liberty corporate sponsor DraftKings form the two major giants of one-day fantasy basketball. The WNBA offered the following in a recent press release. "We are constantly looking to innovate by finding new opportunities to engage with our passionate fans and introduce the WNBA to wider audiences," said the WNBA president Lisa Borders. She went on, "This partnership with FanDuel and our new one-day fantasy game will be a fresh, unique way for fans to further connect with their favorite WNBA players and teams throughout our season." The CEO of FanDuel then had this to say in the presser: "The NBA has been a fantastic partner as we continue to build our consumer offerings to appeal to all sports fans. We first launched NBA contests in 2009, debuted NBA in play late last year, and are now extending our basketball offerings to include WNBA, giving our users even more opportunities to play fantasy contests." In other words, with the NBA season drawing to a close, FanDuel will continue to make money with basketball all summer long. Well, the first weekend of play for the WNBA, as we're entering our third week of the season. First week, the site saw nearly 30,000 fans play this game. This, coupled with the 1 million who tuned in to view the live feed on Twitter, is going to result in a tremendous growth for the longest running sports league in U.S. history. Many ask, is daily sports fantasy gambling? Well, yes it is. But in playing the devil's advocate, I want to ask, what if one were to play the stock market? Isn't that gambling? It is. Anytime you risk your hard-earned money and have a chance of losing it, it's gambling. But if you ask me and you play one team in the $3 game on FanDuel, you're not exactly going to break the bank. You curious ones out there may ask, how do I play this fantasy game? The very first weekend I took the opportunity to go to the FanDuel site and and play the game that was offered for free. The curious of you may ask, how do I play this fantasy game? Well, you go to the FanDuel site and you register, giving FanDuel a lot of information, your address and so forth. Now, the most popular game played was the 12K game, WNBA 3-ball, and that meant 12K guaranteed in prize money. I think the first place was worth $2,000 or $2,500, something like that, and they go all the way down to payouts of $6. And that's, I think, for the first 300 or so finishers. Now, after you register as your team's general manager, you are given a fantasy budget of $40,000. Wouldn't it be nice to have that in real money? But with this $40,000, you have the chance to go out and get 7 players, 3 guards, and 4 designated forwards, based on their positions that they actually play in the real WNBA games. Now, these players come from the rosters of 2 to 3 games that are being played that night. So you could choose from 6 teams' rosters. With that being said, you can acquire a player for an average of $5,715 per player. The tricky part is this. Each player is valued at differing salaries. The fantasy salaries of these players run from $3,000 to $8,500 for a superstar player. Once your roster is set, it will be locked in about 30 minutes or so prior to the tip-off of the actual game. Now, superstar players could be the following: Brianna Stewart, Elena Deladon, Candace Parker, Nneka Agumake, Maya Moore. Those are the elite players. Then right under that will be a Sylvia Fowles. So, in theory, you could take 2 of the top players, but then you would be forced to add at another position a player that's valued at $3,000, and those are a lot of times the end of the bench players. And you see there can be a lot of combinations which FanDuel will claim uses skill, and it is in a way, but it's still whichever player is hot on that given night. You take into account matchups, defenses. Are they part of a high-scoring team, low-scoring team? But you don't acquire points just on actual points scored. Once the game begins, the players on your roster score points the following way: with assists, blocks, points of course, rebounds, and steals. For every turnover your team makes, a point is deducted. So, the big question remains: will the WNBA's daily sports fantasy game create more fans and get them engaged in basketball WNBA style? I, for one, certainly hope so. And if you decide to play this game, make sure your state has deemed it legal. And when you play, I wish you the very best of luck. For me, I'm going to remain a big fan. But I, for one, am going to sit daily fantasy out. If you liked what you've seen, again, hit the like and give me a thumbs up. Go to the red button and subscribe. And until next time, may your life be filled with peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.